Hey, this is Kelly Finnigan, and today we are going to talk about my second single off my forthcoming record, A Lover Was Born, and the song is Be Your Own Shelter. It actually has a great story. I was in Loveland, hanging out with the Colemine crew, in the car with Terry, and we were talking about records, we were talking about music, which we do a lot of the time, and he was trying to think of a song as an example of something, and he said, Be Your Own Shelter. And I said, I don't think I know that song off that comp. And he went, yeah, we kept talking about it, and I really liked the title. I was intrigued by it right away. So we got back to his house, and he went to go look at the comp to see what the song was, and it was not actually called Be Your Own Shelter. But the title stuck with me, and I really liked it. And that night, I sat down, at Terry's piano in his studio, and got most of the song worked out, a lot of the lyrics, the concept.
Is it any wonder the storm was bound to come? All the rain and the flood got me on the run. Baby, I want to help you. You got to be your own shelter.
It was one of those things that happened fast, and his mistake turned into a new creation. It was all cut back in California in my old studio, Transistor Sound. I'm playing keyboards, drums, and some percussion and whatnot. And I've got the Ramey brothers on there with me, some horn players, great horn players, Joey Quinones, of course, from the Sinceres, Eric Johnson, trumpet player Ian McDonald, Brian Ponce from the Altons, and Brian Gaza from the Brown Boys, doing background vocals. So it's a cool lineup of different musicians and singers on the song. And it's a family affair. Obviously, a lot of musicians that I've worked with a lot over the years, and some new people that I was really happy to collaborate with that I really respect. I think today what we're going to do is talk more about the creation of the song, the writing, and the parts.
I'm not going to get into I'm not going to bore you with the theory and the complicated college chords I have going on. But I will say, I definitely, I looked for a familiar key for myself, which I like to do. I think any great artist kind of finds those keys that they feel good in, and they stick to those, a la Stevie, Marvin, Ray. I wanted to sing about, the reality of relationships in terms of depending on your partner, your friend, however that relationship is, understanding the boundaries of of course I will be there for you. Of course I will come help you, rescue you, lend you a hand, give you a shoulder to cry on. But at the end of the day, you have to make sure you have yourself ready in case the stuff hits the fan, as they say. Because the fact is, things can get rough right, when you least expect it. So Be Your Own Shelter is basically saying hey, I'm gonna come get you, girl, or whoever your love is, or your friend. But at the end of the day, you gotta make sure that you can take on the storm by yourself.
Sink or swim, woman, you're stronger than you know. Ain't no promise all this water will help you grow. Oh, I get there when I can, but you don't need no man. No, you don't.
I think there's a cool message there that I really didn't mean to hit on, which is, independence and, this idea of women needing men in order to be complacent or be happy or be fulfilled. And like I said, that kind of just happened. That's a new chord. That kind of just happened, and I embraced it. So you can see, I'm really emphasizing that kick drum. That's driving the beat. Just trying to make it boom bap. As people know, that's a big part of, just what's inside me. I want to hear those drums knock. So there's really an emphasis with the kick drum and the low piano and the bass on that. It's all about simplicity on this one.
As I like to do with a lot of my songs, there's always some key components in terms of what I'm feeling and what I want and what I'm influenced by for certain songs. And with this song, there's definitely an influence of the Manhattans, which happens to be one of my favorite vocal groups. I love a lot of the stuff that they put out back in the 60s and early 70s. I would say Sherry Gibbs, who was a great Philly singer. And of course, James and Bobby Purify, the Purify brothers, who made some incredible records as well.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty basic drum part. This is actually the only track I'm playing drums on. The rest is Mr. J. Mumford and Joe Crispiano is playing on a tune. People that know my music know that I'm playing drums on a lot of it, but and this felt like the right song for me to play on. The way this song all came together, it really is a true example of someone saying something to you, opens up your mind to this whole bigger vision, and you start to tell the story in your head, and now what you have to figure out is how to get that out on tape. It all started with the drums on this one. This was the first thing I tracked, and yeah, from there we just built it up with the piano, the organ, bass, guitar. Went down to LA, cut the horns with Joey and the crew, did the backgrounds with the two Bryans over at Joey's place, and then mixed it back at my place.